Okay, so let us start with the application example. Application of combinational logic. So first one, I had told you that first application what I want is multiplication of 2-bit number. The question says you should multiply 2-bit number. You should make a application, or we can say design a combinational logic circuit that will multiply 2-bit number, 2-bit binary value. You should multiply 2-bit binary value. Now you have to tell me what do you mean by 2-bit binary value. So when I say two number, you understand that I am talking about multiplying A and multiplying B. Okay, because this is your first type of example I am explaining you. Later you should do all this analysis. When I say 2 number multiplication means you should have two number, so I have taken it as A and B. Now when I say that both are 2-bit number, so what will happen? B should be named as B0 B1 and A should be named as A0 A1, right? So what is the minimum number possible and maximum number possible? Minimum number is when both are 0 0, right? And if both are 0 0, answer will also be 0. I need to decide on the output. This part is input, this side is input, and this side is output. Now you have to tell me output will be how many bits? Tell me. Think no yaar, it is not that difficult.
2 bits, ma'am.
Output will be of
2 bits.
output can be 2-bit. Okay, now let me give you one example. If I have, what is highest 2-bit possible?
1 1.
1 1, right? Highest, if I give you 2-bit number, it is 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. Can you make anything else other than that? Highest 2-bit number A can be 1 1 and highest 2-bit number B can also be 1 1, right? So 1 1 means what? 3, and this 1 1 also means a 3, right? Now when you have this 3 and 3, what is multiplication of 3 and 3? Multiplication of 3 and 3 is a 9, right? And what is this 9? 9 is written as 1001. So that means if you are making this circuit in a complete fashion, you should have a output which is capable of taking care of these 4 bits, right? The product should be capable of taking this 4 bits. So I will have a P0, P1, P2, P3. Are you getting what I am saying, all of you? You have to analyze the problem carefully, right? So when you have input as 0 0 and 0 0, product of 0 into 0 will be 0 and output will be a 0, right? Now you all know how to make a truth table. What I want you to understand before making truth table is, if you make your you should make a block diagram, okay? And this block diagram is a 2-bit multiplier. This block diagram is 2-bit multiplier, and this 2-bit multiplier, what all inputs you have? You have A0, you have A1, you have B0, and you have B1. These are inputs, right? This 2-bit multiplier, this logic circuit what you people are planning to make has 4 inputs. And what is its output? Tell me. You people are understanding or not?
P0, P1, P2, P3.
Yes, P0, P1, P2, P3. So you have A and B are your two inputs, but it is two bits each. So that is why four wires will come, A0, A1, B0, B1, and output will be P0, P1, P2, P3. Now, when you do this thing in your lab or if you design it, you will have four inputs, which will give me A0, A1, B0, B1. And you will have four LEDs. Input can be a switch, because in binary system, logic 0 means a 0, logic 1 means a high. A switch off will become logic 0 and switch on will become logic 1. So your input will be in the form of a switch and output may be in the form of a LED. So, for example, if I give A0, A1, B0, B1 as 1, 1, 1, 1, what should happen? Your P0 and P3 LED should be glowing, and P1 and P2 LED should be not glowing. Then if you give A0, A1, B0, B1 as 1, 1, 1, 1 all, it means you are giving 3 and 3. This circuit which you will make should multiply this 3 and 3. It will give a 9, and 9 will be given at the output as 1001. So P0 and P3 will be glowing. P1 and P2 LED will not be glowing. Are you understanding the application what we are trying to make? Now I told you about the input. I told you about the output. I gave you the block diagram. Now you need to design this block. This 2-bit multiplier is there, no? This circuit you need to design. For designing that circuit, you need this truth table. You know that whenever we are designing any digital system, we need to take care of all the possibilities of the system. So all the possibilities means now you can see that your input is a four variable term. So to keep all the possibility in this picture, you should write the truth table. Truth table means what? If it is 4 variable means it will be ranging from 0, 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1, 1. And there is a way of writing. You should not write anything randomly. Okay. So there is a way of writing. So this is giving me up to what? You should write LSB as 0101. Then next one you write a 0011, 0011, and the third one you write as 4041. This is the way of writing a complete truth table. So, and the last one will be 8 times 0 and 8 times 1. So I have completed 8 times 0. I have to repeat it. So 0, 1, 0, 1 again, 0, 1, 0, 1 again. So this completes the truth table. Same way, 00, 11, 00, 11 again. Then 4 times 0, 4 times 1 over. Again, I will have to write 4 times 0 and 4 times 1. And here 8 times 0 is already over. So we will write 8 times 1 later. So this completes my input side of truth table. Now I have to do output side of truth table. So now you all know that 0 multiplied by 0 gave me 0. So I wrote all zeros. What my second row of output will be? 0 multiplied by 1 will be what? 0 multiplied by 1, you people don't know.
0.
0 multiplied by 1 will be 0. So again your output will be 0, 0. And for third one also 0 multiplied by 2 will give me 0 only. 0 multiplied by 3 will again give me 0 only. Now 1 multiplied by 0 will again give me 0 only. Next is 1 multiplied by 1 will give me what? 1. Now next is what? 1 multiplied by a 2. 1 multiplied by 2 gives me what? 2, right? You people are understanding, no? 1 multiplied by 2. A is 1 in this case and B is A is 1 in this case and B is 2 in this case. Okay, so let me make certain rows so that you people don't get confused. Till here we saw that it was 0, 0, 0 only. Now here we will see 1 getting multiplied by 0, 1, 2, 3. Here we will see 2 getting multiplied by 0, 1, 2, 3. And here we will see 3 multiplied by 0, 1, 2, 3. So now what did I get? I got I got 1 multiplied by 2. So answer will be 2. Now it is 1 multiplied by 3.
3,
So answer will be
3,
3. 0, 0, 1, 1. Now next 2 multiplied by 0 will give me 0 again. 2 multiplied by 1 will give me
2,
2. So it will be 0, 0, 1, 0. Then 2 multiplied by 2 will give me
4,
4. So 0, 1, 0, 0. Then 2 multiplied by 3 will give me
6,
6. 2 3s are 6. So it will be 0, 1, 1, 0. That is only 6. Right? Next you will have 3 multiplied by 0. 3 multiplied by 0 is 0. 3 multiplied by 1 is 3 multiplied by 1 is
3,
3. 3 multiplied by 2 is
6,
6. 0, 1, 1, 0. Now 3 multiplied by 3 is
9,
1,
4,
0.
1, 0, 0, 1.
Yeah, 9. So you can see P3 has become 1 only once. But for that P3 to become 1 only once, we need this output variable. Otherwise, your answer for 3 and 3 will not be right. Are you understanding this? Now, you have made your truth table. So whenever you make any digital logic system, the first step is to analyze the problem, make a block diagram like this to understand the number of input and output. Once you have understood the number of input and output, you will be seeing a how to make a truth table. So now you know that my input is 4 variable. So I should write 0 to 15. If it was 3 variable, you should have written 0 to 7. If it is 5 variable, you should have written 0 to 31. So based upon the number of input variable, your truth table length increases. This makes it complete in all the possible types of input. What is your next step? Your next step is to design the logic between P3 to all this, P1 to all this, P2 to all this, P3 to all this. That means what? You need to write your question in a form which you have been doing all this time. Now, if I want to write function of P3, if I want to write function of P3 in terms of minterm form, tell me what you will get here. Summation of minterm. Then function for P2 in minterm form, I want you people to tell me. Then function of P1 in form of minterm again, and function of P0 in form of minterm again, I want you people to tell me. If anybody answers, I will be happy. Then I will think that you have understood. P3 is 1 for what? Okay.
So 15 more.
Right. P3, if you see P3 column has become 1 only once.
3,
And this P3 has become 1 only once. And what is that? That is here. And this is 1 for what? When your A, B, C, D, or you can say A1, A0, B1, B0 was a 1, 1, 1. So P3 is a 15. Very good. Okay, now P2. P2 is 1 for what? Only 3 cases. P2 is 1 for only 3 cases. So this one, and this one. And what is this? What is this? 1010. 1010 is a 10. And this is 1011. That is a 11. So P3 is 10, 11. What else? This is a
14.
14, right? Now coming on to P1. What is P1? P1 is 1 here, 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 and here. So many. So I have to see it carefully. So this one is
6.
6.
6.
So it is 6, 7,
7.
9.
9.
Correct me if I am wrong, okay? Then 9 after 9,
11.
11, then 13, right? And a 14. Is this correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let us go on to P naught. P naught is 1 for which all cases? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now you see. It is what all things?
5.
5,
7.
7. Next,
13.
13 and 15.
And 15.
Okay. Now you all know how to solve it. I don't want you to solve it using K-map. You can solve it, a QM method, you can solve it using K-map. Now, do you want to make a K-map for P3 function? Do you want to make K-map for P3 function?
No.
No. Why?
Because you'll get A, B, C, D as the answer.
Yes.
Sorry.
A1, A0. You should tell that only, right?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. So, that's it.
So you, even if you make a K-map, in that you will get only 15 plays as 1, 1. There is no grouping possible. Because there is no grouping possible, why to make K-map simply? I can put that circle on it without making a K-map, and I can write my expression for P3. And that expression will be what? It will be A1, A0, B1, B0. So when all A1, A0, B1, B0 will be 1, 1, 1, 1, your P3 will be high. It will be glowing, right? Same way, now you have to tell me 10, 11, 14, and these three you have to tell me. So if you do the grouping, you will get to know what will be P2, what will be P1, and what will be P0. So because I have the answer, I can tell you, but I think you people can do it on your own. So what is the meaning of this? When you get P3, P1, P2, P1, P0 equation, when you get, you should make a circuit. You should make a circuit, and in that circuit, all these four will be left hand side giving you the input, and all these four will be right hand side giving you the output. And when you, what you will have to check is, you will have to check in this way. Of course, this big box will have your circuits. Okay. So I will simply show if my A1, A0, A1, A0, B1 and B0 are entering here. And I will just show for P3. Okay. I will just show for P3. P3 will be a AND gate. P3 will be a AND gate, and output will be seen like this, and AND gate, and all are entering here. Okay, all are entering here. So same way you will have to make circuit. You will have to make circuit for the same way P2, P1 and P0. Okay. Now, when you make your A1, A0, B1, B0 as 1, 1, 1, 1, what should happen? Your P3 should get 1, and your P0 should also get 1, and P2 should get a 0, and P1 should get a 0. So this will show a 2-bit multiplier which will be able to take these as input and this as output. So this makes your logic circuit or combinational circuit for multiplying a 2-bit binary value. So this is your first question, the first problem of application example. Like this, a variety of things will be given for your next class. Okay, just as a food for thought, I want you people, for your today's question, I want you people to solve this P2, P1, P0 and give me the answer in your Google Classroom. And this is what I want you people to make it. Okay. Okay. You people can see my screen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I want you to see one more screen, which I will. One example which I want you people to simply have a thought on. Okay, I will ask in the next class if anybody can give me the answer. Okay, mandatory for all of you is to give me the answer for P2, P1, P0 in the Google Classroom. P3 I have already given. That is your today's question. That means you have to solve 3 K-maps. Only that is your today's homework for 3 K-map. This question number 1 I want you to see. Design a combinational logic truth table so that an output is generated indicating when a majority of 4 input is true. So how many inputs you will have? 4 input, right? It's given in the question only. 4 input. And what should be the output? How many output variable will be there? Only one output variable will be there, and you need to make a truth table when your output variable will be high whenever majority of 4 input is high. That means it will be high for a 7 because 0, 1, 1, 1, 3 bits are high. 3 bits high means majority happens. So whenever 3 bits are high, majority happens and output becomes a 1, right? I have given you some hint, some understanding. I want you people to make truth table and show me in the next class. Okay. And other questions we will see. We will do a conveyor belt system like this also. This we will do in the next class. Okay. So application example finishes here for today. Rest we will continue in the next class.